Show you around your van on a handover. So we'll start at the front end here and work our way around. So the front locker box, which is there. You've got your gas barbecue point, which is up in the corner there. It just pulls off there like that, and straight coupler on there, and then connect your gas hose to your bottle or your Carthago or whatever you're using. Shut off valve on the side there. There's also a light switch inside there, so you can see underneath the locker space. Switch is on and off from there. Onto your door. Stop on the bump there. And blackout blind for the night time. One will pull to let you out on the night. Electric step is the second one up. So that puts you stepping in and out. And your fly blind comes across that way. Just be mindful of kiddies, grandkiddies or doggies bumping through there. And then pull there, and then all your switches here do different things. So top one does your big light on your awning. That does your next one down above your door. That does your lights around the top of your bed. That's doing the floor lights. That's all then. Fridge vent is there. You don't need to be behind there, that's maintenance for us really. You can take the winter thing cover off if you want to. And then your Aldi heating is there, so that's the blower from the boiler, which is behind here. So that will blow out hot air when it's running, and you may get condensation running down there, which you don't need to worry about that. It's just excess steam off the boiler. Toilet inside there. So the orange handle, if you lift that up, slide it forward. If she gets to there and she won't come out, just make sure your flap's shut inside, otherwise you'll just wrench it all off. You've got a SOG unit on it, so that should be connected onto there, look. And that goes into there. So that pipe there, when you open the toilet inside, will buzz and make a noise like a fan. It keeps the smell inside the box here. So when you come to take this out, pull the clip off, use your little bung there to go in the end of there. Stop it slopping around when you're carrying it or pulling it. Take it out. Orange handle there. You lift that up and pull it. You can wheel it about. And then go back in, straight down, back over the top. So when you get to where you're going to empty, take your cap off. Put your cap out of the way so you don't kick it down the hole. Then tip it, press the orange button on the back. And that'll make it take the pressure off so it runs out faster. And then just put that back on there when you're done. Chemicals go in the top there, so if you want some blue in there, just put half a capful in there. Pull your cap off. Back into there again. Cap goes back on the end of that pipe. And back onto the end of there, just bung it up. And just shut it, clip it back in. And that's your toilet. Electric hookup is there. That's straight on and off, pull it on and off. Back on again to connect it. Your waste taps are under there. And they're both there. There's one there, one a bit further back. So that's where your water will drop out when you empty it. Into your locker at the back. We've got an external shower. Is there. It's just up and down, left and right for hot and cold. Lights on the top there. And you've got a 16 amp socket there, which is pushing one, 230 and another 230, so two 230s and a 12 volt one there. So if I put my thing in there, that should light up like that. You can run 12 volt stuff off that. All your carpets are there, they're self-explanatory, they just fit the shape to the floor. That's your cupboard door from having your microwave fitted, so we've kept that in the box here for you in case you ever want it putting back on. And you've got wheel chocks in here, there's a blower for your wheels, first aid kit, torch, and a bit of toilet chemical in a little bottle there. Bed makeup cushions on the back there. That's your inverter, so that's running some of the sockets inside when you're off 230 volt. That's your mains, so that's all your main switches there, so if it trips off on the mains it'll trip these down, so just put them back up like you do with house one. All your 12 volt fuses are in there, and that's your main shut off valve, so if you turn that around the other way that'll shut all the power off to the van for winterization. And that just goes back on there like that and twists back on. Lazy batteries are under here, so you undo the little black nailing things there. That'll come off like that, and the same on the bottom. And on there. Put that down there, look, and then your leisure batteries are under there, look. There's two leisure batteries under there. Right, so both sides of the back garage you've got corner steadies which are underneath the side here. So that goes onto the nuts. Wind them down like that. So they'll touch the floor if they'll reach, if not you may need some wooden blocks underneath them. That just stops the van pitching in the wind. Like that. That's down. Back up. Automatically lifts itself up when it gets to the top and locks itself in. Fresh water, so off your tap with your hose straight into there, twist off, so your blue pipe into there, or hose, whatever you're using. That fills it up, and then you can watch the panel inside to see how much water's gone into the van. Gas locker box, goes up like that. Silver handle there, if you pull that towards you, up in the air like that, that keeps it in the air. Two gas bottles there which will be coming off because the test ones from out of the workshop. So what you've got is your gas on, which is anti-clockwise, clockwise to shut it down. That cuts the gas off from the bottle. So anti-clockwise up, opens the bottle, red cap there, press that to let the gas in. Same with this bottle. That will go from red to green on your regulator, and that will allow your gas to go into the van. Now if you had a crash, God forbid, or somebody ran into you, the yellow button there in the middle will pop out. That's a crash sensor. So there's a little tiny spanner inside the book pack inside with a little nipple on the end which you put into the yellow thing there and just twist it back in again. If you also bump the front up the curb edge, it may also pop that out, so you'll need to do the same again, just put it away. Pipe there for your waste and in your fresh water goes on the big pipe on the other side, just to the left of your habitation door, and just twist on. And that lives in that little pouch up there. You can travel with the gas on because you've got the crash sensor on it, so you're okay to do that. Just be mindful when you put your door down, pull this down first, shut it, otherwise you'll bend it and then it won't shut. Shuts like that. It's another locker which goes underneath, so it shows you through to the other side. And also lights which are safe in the corner, keys are in the top, and water pumps in the top right hand corner there. 2 red caps here, you don't need to do anything with those, they're just for the Aldi eating, so just leave those be. And that's about it in there, nothing else in there. Diesel into there, so that's your diesel. Let's just press it in the bottom corner and that pops open. Inside the door, step comes out as you open your door and shuts when you close it. So just be mindful if you stood here with shorts on that you don't get your shins when it comes out. The blower there, which blows air around the front end on warm, or I think it also warms the engine up when it's cold. We've got lights here, switches those on and off. That does your blind on the electric blind, so that's down like that. Press the top one just to stop it where you want to stop it. That goes back up again. That one warms your windows up. That one puts your step back in. USB point there and another 12-volt socket there. Storage in the top. And then coffee cup holders there, storage under there, cup holder there. We'll do the rest of that. All your blinds on your windows. They just pull off like that, they are stiff. Nicely across there to the magnets. They are paper, so just be careful your fingers don't jump off and go through them. And just connect it back on there. Your side ones do exactly the same, and your front one's electric. So your bonnet pulls hid right round the corner here. So that's pulled down and that opens your bonnet. Back out again. Fix your bonnet up. Washer wipes is the blue one there. Blue one there's your AdBlue, so you need to make sure you've got AdBlue in it. It's probably best to carry a 5 litre tub in the garage all the time. If you run out of AdBlue while you're driving, you're okay, but if you stop the vehicle it won't start again until you top that back up again. Radiator water, so that's your fluid for that, and then oil goes in there. No dipstick, it's done on the dashboard. It tells you when your oil wants doing. And that's that in there. I'll shut that. That's locking door. You shut it nearly to, and then just push it a bit more, it will close on its own. It's automatic. You can use that little key fob there, a little flat one. If you put it onto the thing there, that'll undo the door. You've still got to lock it, either when you want to lock it. So that will undo that by putting it on there to let you in. Keep that shut. Awning is electric, so that's done off there. So it's up, in and out on the arrows. If you need to do it manually, you can take the grey cap off there, top left hand corner, and you can wind it down with a winder which is inside the garage. So to bring this out, you're using the right hand side, I think, please. If it's windy, don't attempt to put it out, because obviously the wind will pick it up and throw it over the van. And if it's windy when you've got it out, try and put it away. So you want this front panel here, reasonable height you can reach. Get the legs out. So, and then press in the left hand side one, which will stop it where you want it. So there are your legs, silver bars there, so sprung loaded from this end, so if you push it towards the end there, it allows the legs to pop out and down. Stand on the foot, lift it up, and then just flip that over to lock it into place. Same with this one. And you just carry on going. Your legs will do that, pick them up and move them, and then that's set to where you want it. Try and keep a little bit of a kink in these, and then you won't need to pull on them to put it back in again. That's about it on that one. So let's go away, reverse, your leg like that, pull that down, slide your leg in there, flip it down, up into the top. Now the only thing you've got to remember when you go back in is to make sure that that foot there faces down towards the floor, as it is there. And then behind there. Same with this one. Open here. Same with that one. Foot towards the front again. Clips in, and then just use your key to send it back in again. So it's the in key, she'll go on her own and just stop when she goes in. Right, so your TV is on the wall here, which the panel will pull across to the middle of the bed, which is here. The blue light's on there, it's contacting at the top, so you'll get a signal through. So to remove this round that way, a leather strap on the side here, pull it off, and then the little plunge thing there, pull that down and she'll move across. You can now watch TV from the bed. Don't think we'll pick a signal up in here because of the roof above us. We may do. It's a bit scrambled, but you can have the same channel both ends if you want to, and that's run off the aerial on the top, which we'll put on the top, and that switches off that way, like that. Your side panel on the side here will slide across to there. Covers the end up to make it a bit more private, and that just goes back in there. Like that. That's locked in. So you've got two remotes, one for this end and one for the other end. Shower is in the corner there. So you've got your top shower on the top there and your shower down there. You can take the floor out if you wish to, so that will come out. Left and right for your shower to regulate it, and then if you want to put this one on, You just press the thing there or turn it whichever way you want it, and it'll fire it down from the top. To release your doors, undo the little strap there, and that will pull. Down like that. And this one here pops out that way. A bit easy to do it when you're in the shower. I jump in there, and like do it. That comes round to there, and that comes round to there. So go back to the wall. Slide back round there. And just use your strap again just to press it back onto there. Your vent on the top there to open that one, the black bits there, if you squeeze them, pop them up. It's a bit awkward with your shower bin there. That will tilt whichever way you want it to blow the wind over the top of the van, so it doesn't blow inside here. Couple of coat hooks there which pull down. You want them down, or you can push them up like that. And then your blind, black out that way, fly blind that way. Clip the little clip off there, and that just releases it. The bathroom swings across that way, and then if you want, you can clip that off for night time, and you've got privacy in the toilet. The white bit there slides over so you can't see in. It just shuts like that. Pushes back. That's on magnets onto the back of the door. Toilet is here. So let's just put a bump onto the toilet pumps. Okay. So your toilet flushes from here, from the panel. The blue button flushes the toilet, which is in there. So you'll hear the water in a minute. Your silver flap down the side here towards the little basin will open it. You can hear the fan going, and then shut it. She shuts up. Toilet lid lifts up and down. This one lifts up and down for cleaning. You can also spin the toilet if you want more leg room. Toilet brush there. 230 socket in the top corner. 2 cups. Thing for soap there, soap dispenser. Storage in that one. Roll rail holder. Storage into there. Storage in these two. Press the buttons and pop them open. Roof light above here. Press the button in the middle there. Will then push up. And you've got 3 different options of venting it. There's a little plastic clip on there. If you lift those up like that, put that back inside, flip it back down. That stops it from lifting in the wind. And just lift them back up to release it. Press them back down, and then it'll shut on its own again. Just make sure the plastic handle goes behind the button like that. And you've got the blackout blind, your fly blind, more coat hooks there, and light switches in the corner. Right, so when you get to a site, go around the other side there, put your gas on so it comes through, come to your hob, and then press the button in there. You'll hear it clicking like that. Twist it to start the gas, and the gas will come through. So 1, just keep them pushed until it keeps lit. 2, 3. That's all 3 hops. 1, 2, and 3 off. Do not close your lids because of glass. That's glass as well until they're cool, otherwise it'll just shatter. So you've got to be mindful of that. Your sink is there. The tap will pull down if you want to use it as a squirter. That will pull out to let the water out or any food you've got stuck in there. Taps are just left and right. And hot to the other side. Now be careful with the water because it does get red hot. That's piping into steam coming off it now. Look. Shut that down. If you want to store your bit off the top of the thingy, it will go into there underneath there, and it just hangs in there, gives you a bit more storage. And that one will come off as well. There's no way for that one to sit. Light switches here. The left split switch does your shower. That one does above your units here. So I'm doing the ones above the living area. I was doing the one above my head. The one with the red dot on it locks these cupboards, and also the glass cupboard there, so if you set down and the red light comes on, you'll be able to undo these like that. So that'll all undo. Same with that one. And if you lock it so the red light goes off, that stops these from popping open. So they're all locked again. Shut off valves out under here, so they're your winter valves. If you want to shut it off for winter, you don't have to. If you've got it in storage, you can just take your gas bottle pigtails off and it does the same thing. Or you can just turn these off, it's entirely up to yourselves. Oven. That's your grill pan. That plastic handle fits onto there, so you can pull it in and out. Obviously don't put it on the floor when it's hot because you'll melt the vinyl. Your two symbols there, your top one on the right with the white at the top is your grill for your grill at the top there, which is just lit up. Keep it pressed until it lights again. That's lit. And your bottom one with the white at the bottom is your oven. So that goes the other way, and that's lit the oven now, as you can see in there. So that's lit. You can pull that out just to stop the handle from getting hot. Just make sure it's pushed back in because this drawer won't open with that out. And that's off. That can go back in there for you. And take the handle off, put it back in the drawer there. And that's in your cutlery drawer. And we'll put that back off again. That's the top of your freshwater tank, so you shouldn't need to be in there. You can undo that and visibly see where the water's up to, but you don't need to because it tells you on the panel up on the top. Under that one, that's just your waste one, so that's for the wastewater. It's just a way of getting into the tank again, so you don't need to do that. So to get these open, you just press on the bottom end of it and it flicks a little catch up and put your finger in to take them out. You shouldn't need to be in there. Right, storage under your bed here. Drawer units. Twist them, so they twist to lock them. And the same with these ones, these just pop open that way. One pops open that way. Under that one. I don't think there's anything under there. That's just the top of the waste tank again. So you don't need to be in there. Bit of storage in that one there. And that's it in there. Window blinds. window blinds pull up and down. They don't clip together, they just butt up to each other, so you can have them split half and half, full flight or full blackout. And then those things, they just slide up and down like that. You want those down. So all your windows are the same, so when you want to undo your window, the buttons on the handles you have to press in, 2 and 3, push it up and then just pull it down when you want to shut it. That's locked and back in again. That one there is exactly the same as the bathroom one, toilet area one. It works exactly the same way. You've got USB port there, USB port the other side, and the 230 the other side, and a little alcove for your coffee or your tea in the morning. Light switches up there, do the lights above the bed and everything, and then storage is just on there. And they just pull open like that. Push the little silver thing back, you feel it when you've got your hands on it. It releases your door. That's everything in there. Storage in this one. That's locked again. It locks those ones as well. Coffee machine in the corner. That pulls down from there, look. So that's your coffee. Pushes back up again. Not cool enough yet. 12-volt fan in the top there, so that will blow air in or take air out. So to work that one, if you twist the thing there, lift the lid up on the top, and then press the middle button, it goes red. 3 speeds. That's sucking air out. Like that, and then go across to the other side, and that'll push air in. Pushing air into the van now. Middle one's off. Switch it off. The blinds on that one there, so push those two together. Slide it to the end and let go. When you go back, just make sure you keep hold of it, because it will snap back. And then before you travel or go anywhere, just make sure you wind that back down again. Just shut it down. Microwave we'll put in there for you. I'll just wait by turning it. Plugs up in the top right hand corner there. And so your original door is in the garage in the big cardboard box if you want to use that. Your fridge will open from either way. Freezer compartment. So it'll go either way like that. Same with the bottom. Same on there. On off button is this one, so that's gone off. Let's put it back on. So at the moment you're running on auto and on main, so if you leave it on auto, she'll jump. If you pull the mains out, she'll jump to gas, and if you start the van up, she may well go to leisure batteries, but she may stay on gas because it's more relevant to the battery. So if you want it on battery itself, you're going to have to go into the controls and change it. There is booklets in the book back there which show you how to do that. So the dial there, if you spin that, I'm going to do it now, is it? Like that, so it goes down, press on it. That's your different things you can go on, and then just go back that way. Should be able to get that off there and get it on. So that'll do. You couldn't see your fridge by turning that up and down. It's on full at the moment. That's it. So auto onto there. So you're on auto. If you want to scroll it round, look. If you want it on gas, do that, and that's on gas. Then go back to your arrow, OK it on there, and it'll take you back out of it. So we'll put it back to auto. Round to the arrow, press that, and you're back out onto auto again. And that's your fridge. Air comes up in the roof there. Our control is just under the side here, so that's the control for it. There's a couple of screws on the back there if you want to put that up on the wall somewhere, wherever you want to mount it in the cupboard. So to put your aircon on, all you're doing is the blue button in the middle to the black round thing there, which should come on. Roll the things at the back there, that will shut that off, so point all the air down the front end. We'll do these ones, it'll go down the other end. That's switched off. You can control it on your panel here. There is a booklet in the book there for doing it, but that's your own preferences for that, so you'll need to do that. And that just lives. I'll put this underneath here. That's in there. Your bed at the front there, 2 chairs will spin round, we'll do those in a moment. Your roof light in the top here, you pull that down and then spin it. So you can have that as high or as low as you want it, and then you've got your fly blind, blackout blind for the night, or half and half it, keep the sun out, and then that just winds down the opposite way. Puts back in like that. If you wind that when you're putting it up and that won't move, sometimes it sticks to the rubber, so just put your finger on the lid and just push it a little bit, just to help it ease itself off. Remote controls for your TV we'll keep inside the cupboard there, so we'll get the other one off the bed and put that one in there as well. That one works as well. Look.
Good condition. Yes, the car.
That one's picked a signal up on this one.
That's good because it's cosmetic.
So it's on and off again, same as the back one. You're shooting it off there, so blue light under the corner there will go off when you press the red one. Leave those in there. That just pushes down, or you can if you want to clip it off there, so it will move out to there if you want. And back in again. Just clips in like that, and then just push it back down. Close it. Like that. In there. Storage underneath your seat there. If you get hold of the leather strap, pull it forward, you can get into the locker bit there. Flip it back in like that. And that's in there. And chairs at the front here. You're going to bring your bed down. The black handles there, if you turn towards the back of the van, that will allow the seat to drop down. Be careful with this one, if you go too far it'll hit the horn on the steering wheel and set the horn off. That one's the same, and then all you're doing then is a plastic clip here, pull it down, release it. Your bed drops down like that. Curtains will come across. There is black on the top here, on there. And your roof light up the top there is the same as the one in the bathroom and the one above your bed. Just put those back in there and then you just push this back up. Push your curtains back in. This bed won't come down if your TV's up, so just make sure your TV's away, otherwise you'll flank it under here. To put your chairs back, twist them to the back of the van again and just push them back, and that will allow you to put your chairs back up in the air. That light switch is under here for your lights. You can switch those off if you want more storage in these ones. That's your dash cam box. Your dash cam is up here on the top here, so that automatically comes on when you put the engine on. The table, there's a clip round the back here, you pull down, and the table will slide forwards and backwards and towards me. You want it more in the centre. Clip it back up, stop it moving. Levers on your chairs, the two here, 1 and 2, they flick your chair up and down in height, and then the one there, if you pull that to the middle, that will allow your chair to spin round. You sometimes have to move the bar as well, so that will allow you to get to your table. Goes back around like that until it clicks in. Don't click in when they come the other way, it's only when they go back again. Into the cabinet now. Right, to start the ignition in the van, key into the little slot inside there, and then press the start button with your foot on the brake. That'll start the van up. The lever on the right hand side there, which is this one here, will put it into gear. So if you push it up, it's in neutral, reverse is at the top, drives down the bottom. So when you're in reverse, you'll get a picture on your screen here with the green and the yellow and the red warning lights in it. When you take it out of reverse, they disappear, yeah, they disappear like that when you're going to drive. So that picture there you'll be able to see all the time while you're driving. If you want to switch it off, left hand corner, just press the off button and it'll switch that off so it doesn't distract you. On off for your radios there. Let's put your radio on. Volume on and off. Back on. House sign in the top right hand corner. If you press on there, that'll bring all your different stuff up. Navigation info, apps, settings. So if you want navigation on, click on there, navigation comes up. Obviously put your coat in or whatever you want to do, and then it'll tell you where you're going. Phone's on that one. So connect your own phone to it, Bluetooth. So phone 1, phone 2. Connect device and it should find it on your Bluetooth. And radio's back to that one there. So you can scroll across there if you want to, look. Whatever you want on. 80s music. There's a volume sign there. volume on there like that, up and down. So down takes it down, up puts your volume up. Do your telephone on there again if you want to do it on there. Take you back to your radio, etc. Radio on that one. These just take you back out of whatever you're in. If you want to come out of it, press the back button there. And then you've got your hazard lights, auto aircon, screen heater, circulation of heat around the van from inside. SOS button there in case you have an accident, which will ring the services straight away. And telephone there. Volume on here for your phone, etc. Cruise control on this side. All your lights are on here. Wipers. The lights are on there. Indicators left and right. And you've got your lights down this side here, which are auto, so you can have them on auto if you want to. Put those on auto, that's down in the bottom corner there. Storage in that one. And the window on the side there slides across like that, and slides back again, locks in. That's about it, I think. Spare keys inside there, same fobs on as the other one. Keyring in there as well, you get from Carthago. I'll leave those in there, they're in the front pocket. And then all your booklets and books are inside there. A nice month's reading for you if you want to read through them, so everything's in there to do with stuff inside the van. Right, so your main panel there, if it's lit up in blue like that, it's switched on like that, look, and then off is off. The red one in the bottom switches the system off, so that's put everything off. It's gone green. Let's put it back on again. Loading itself in. You may need to put your lights back on because it does cut some of them off. Your lights is your top left one. Your water pump is the next one along. It looks like a tap. If that's not on, you won't get any water through to your taps or your toilet. That needs to be on when you're in the van. Next one there warms the waste tank up, stop it freezing in the winter. And then the music sign one puts your TVs on, so if that's not switched on, you won't get anything through to your TVs. So you need that one on to watch TV. The bottom one's your program button. Your next one's how much water you've got in the van. So your left one where it says 40% is fresh water, and your wastewater's on the right, which is nothing in there. So that will go up to 100% on both ones. When it's full, just empty it via the valves under the floor here, which I'll show you in a moment. Your Dometic panel there, if you press onto that, that's just showing you what's coming in from your solar panels on the roof. Obviously when you're not using them, it don't really tell you a great deal, so it's just on your leisure batteries. That's what's in them, 13.7, just another way of keeping your eye on them. And your panel here is your Aldi heating, so that's your warmth in the van and how it's going to warm up. So to put it off, just press on that button on the left hand side there, that's taking it off. Put it back on again, get the green light on. So at the moment you're running on 19. If you want to make that more, just press on the plus button or minus button. Your menu button on that side, go into there, press it again. Energy, so at the moment you're running on 2 kilowatt of electricity. If you want to go to 1, just drop it down like that, or you can go all the way up to 3 at the top. If you want gas and electric on together, press the gas button. Like that, and she'll go green there. So you're now running on gas and electric, so you're running on 3 kilowatt plus gas, which will get the water hotter quicker. And you can drop it down like that if you want to when it gets the temperature. Hot water about the middle on, that'll be hot enough. Just be careful when you get a shower because it does get red hot, so point it at the wall before you point it at yourself. Otherwise you'll be jumping out of the shower fairly quick. That's about it. Your other menu things there, got night mode, day mode, aircon. Should be able to maybe do that to your aircon up there, and your pump is on auto, so leave that on there. That's it. So hot water can go off on there. Energy, you can go off on that one. Off on that one, so that's everything switched off now. And then I'll shut it down again. Silver switch in the right hand side there, that'll put your blind down on the front window. Another way of doing that. And that'll come down like that. And just press the up one to stop it where you want to stop it. And that will go back up again. That's it. That concludes your handover. If there are any problems, you're not sure, please feel free to ring in and we'll try and endeavour to answer your questions over the phone. Thank you.